Hello. I'm going to wait a minute here and see if anybody gets on. I know it's kind of a crazy night for some people to get on, so excuse the mess behind me. My office is a work in progress, so if anybody happens to hop on, if you will just like leave a comment or an emoji or something, just so I know that somebody's here and this might actually be working. So I'll hang out for a second before I get started. I obviously haven't had enough coffee today, so drinking coffee. There's somebody. Hi, Stephanie. Okay, so it may just be you and me, and I'm okay with that. I'm sure everybody's busy. It's like dinner time. Hi, Amber. It's like the day of Ambers, right? So we had Amber this morning, and then me, and then now Amber Flores is here. So hello, all the Ambers. Okay, silly. Anyways, so I was asked to talk to you guys about leadership. Now, I'm not the greatest leader, so I'm not sure if this was just like luck of the draw, and I was like the last man standing, and that's how I got it. But anyways, I'm going to do my ding dang best to tell you guys about leadership. So I have been with Scentsy for 10 and a half years, and my leadership journey has been just that, right? It's been a journey. Up until, hey Cassie, hi Lisa. So up until like last June, so not even a year yet, I was a full-time nurse. And in June, once my youngest child graduated, my husband and I decided that I would then get to stay at home and work my Scentsy business full-time. And so I was very grateful for that, and it has truly been a blessing for me, and I also feel for my team. I'm not saying that you cannot be a leader and work your job, because I did it for the first 10 years, right? So absolutely it can be done. And it's just part of your journey, right? And it's part of the process of, you know, if you are working outside the home now, you can still be a great leader. You don't have to be like, oh, well, Amber gets to stay at home, and of course she can do all this stuff for her team. I already told you I'm not the greatest leader, right? So I do what works for me, and what I feel comfortable with, and what I feel works for my team. I wrote notes because I'm not very good at this type of stuff, like teaching other people stuff. No. So anyways, so yeah, let me, hold please. So you just have to kind of find what your niche is with your team, and like how you're going to work it into your everyday life. I don't spend time working on team stuff every day. I pick usually 1 day a week, and that's when I concentrate on all of my team stuff. Of course, I look at like numbers and all that stuff. Yeah, of course I do that daily. But as far as like, you know, shouting out my team, sending out stuff to my team, I'm a once a month girl. And here's the thing, guys, is you don't have to do all the things, right? We're not required by anyone. I have to swipe these because I'm getting way sidetracked. You know, I'm like, oh, squirrel. Okay. I'll look at message or the comments in a minute. But anyways, so you just have to do what works best for you and what you're comfortable with. And so like, I don't care if you see other directors and star directors and superstar directors that send out like these fancy packages with all these fancy things in them to their team every month. Like, that's not required, right? It's not a thing that you have to do. I am what I call a KISS girl. Keep it simple, sister. I keep everything simple. I am a note card girl. I am a sticker girl. Okay, so here's a little about me. Well, I guess I could back up and tell you, like, okay, so hi, I'm Amber Dixon. I'm the director of Redolence Empire. So now that we got that out of the way, sorry, I told you guys, like, they shouldn't allow me to be like live and doing the things. Okay, so anyways, About me, I am now a stay-at-home full-time Scentsy consultant. I retired from my nursing career after 20 years to do this full-time. I have 4 grown children, 3 of which are in college. I have a wonderful husband who works outside the home. He's gone most of the time. So when he is home, I love to spend that time with him. And so that kind of gives you a rundown. I also take care of my dad, who lives way far away. So I do a lot of traveling. I'm on the road a lot. So you can work your business and do all the things. You just have to kind of carve out that time and kind of what works for you. So anyways, back to what I was going to tell you about the stickers was I love stickers and I love to share stickers. And so I'm sure my team probably gets really annoyed because I'm like the sticker queen. I always love to send stickers to my downline. And you guys, like, that's not an expensive thing to do. It's not hard to handwrite out a little card like, hey, you were number 3 in our team this month. Congratulations. Here's a cute sticker because I love stickers. But anyways, so you don't have to do like the fancy packages and all the frills and all that stuff. I just wanted to put that out there because I know some people are like, I don't want to have a big team because I can't afford to do all the things. You don't have to do all the things. It's not required. Scentsy does not require us to do that, okay? So you just have to find what works for you and what works for your team. I am also not a hand holder when it comes to my downline. I do not run a team page. My team is all on Scented Bliss. They know that if they have questions that I have, so we have a group chat and all of my downline is in my group chat. Or I guess I should say my team is in my group chat. And so most of the time, like my girls, if they have a question, whoever just gets to it first will answer it. And I just kind of, skim through. They've gotten so good that they don't rely on me for everything. They kind of take care of each other. And that's the thing, is you want to create that sticky culture to where even if these girls never meet each other, they still know that these are your people. These are your Scentsy people, right? Because everyone else, like on the outside, doesn't get it, but your Scentsy girls, they get you, right? Like, these are your people. These are your sisters and misters, and they love you regardless of whether they know you or not. And so, like, my team has been so fabulous about, they just step up, and if somebody knows the answer, they post it. And if they don't, then they just, I'll come along and I'll post, what the answer is. But I'm also not one that is like, here's the exact answer. I'll go to the workstation and I'll copy and paste that page from the workstation and put it in there. So they actually have to open their workstation and find that answer. I've put that page particularly for it there for them, but I want them to be relying on their workstation, right? Because that's what it's there for. Everything we could ever imagine is in the workstation. And so, like I said, I'm not a big hand holder. I will absolutely help 1,000%. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that I want them to be able to find those resources and those questions that they have for themselves. So that's why I always kind of like, I'll show them, this is where you would find that. And so I feel like that is just part of like your style and how you want to run your team and be a leader. And not everybody's like that. Some people, some leaders want to give you all of the answers, and they don't want other people in their downline giving those answers to their other downline members. And that's okay too. You just have to pick what works for you. So let's see. I'll look at my notes. Hold please. Okay. So, one thing that I have kind of reintroduced to my downline is coaching calls. I went through a phase where I did coaching calls a lot, and then like my girls kind of fell off. And so I had actually just sent out a message to my girls this week, and I'm like, hey, let's do coaching calls again. Coaching calls can be done one-on-one. They can be done, over the phone. You can do them on Zoom. I prefer to do them on Zoom just because I love Zoom. Everybody knows that. I'm always on Zoom. But I like to be able to see someone when I'm interacting with them, because I feel like you can understand and get more across if you are actually seeing that person. And so I prefer to do Zoom, but I will do telephone calls also for my coaching calls. And my coaching calls are never like, you need to do this, this, and this. My coaching calls are, hey, what's going on in your business? What do you feel like you're struggling with? What do you feel that you need? Because they know what they're struggling with. They know what they need to succeed, right? And so by me just being like, you have to sell this, you have to get this many recruits, you have to do all of the things, I'm going to be like, peace out, Girl Scout. I ain't doing that. Like, so, I mean, you kind of have to work together, right? It's like, you know, your little buddy system, and work with your sponsor and your director and learn like what is going to benefit you the most. Because it should always be about helping them, not about them helping you. If that makes sense. Like, you are here to help guide them, absolutely. But you want them to kind of help figure out what it is that they want out of their business, and then you help them go after it. So, and then another thing that I feel like a leader should do is shout out your people. Like, and it doesn't have to be every week, every day, just once a month, just a little, you know, I see you and I see what you're doing and I appreciate you. And like I said, whether that be just a little card, a handwritten card, or even if it's just on the albums in Bliss. I know a director in Scented Bliss spends a lot of time making that amazing album for us for the shout outs for, you know, PRV every month, or promotions or recruits. Shout your people out. Like, you should be their biggest cheerleader. And that's really, I mean, that's our job, right? Like, we're just supposed to be back over here with our pom-poms cheering you on. And so, like, just do that. Just shout them out, because I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't get tagged in a lot of stuff on Facebook. And so whenever I do get tagged, I'm like, oh, that was for me. Like, she sees that I did great. Like, I feel like I did great, but nobody else saw it. But wait, my leader saw that I'm doing things. So shout them out and give them a little, you know, like, way to go, girl, a little pat on the back. Give them a BTS gift, because everybody should get a BTS gift. So, because that's my jam. Everybody's getting a BTS gift from me. Or a meme, either one. Anyways, another thing with your downline is kind of like following up with that is make sure you're friends with everybody on your downline. If you're on social media, you should be friends with your downline. Now, that I'm not saying like you have to constantly be on their page and stuff, but you're supposed to be like their cheerleader, right? So be their hype man. And whenever they post a post that says like, you know, here's my new pretty warmer with my cute kids and blah, 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 hype them up. Like, don't let me get ahead of myself here. Don't say stuff like, you know, I don't know the wording, because, you know, words are hard. But you want to say stuff like, oh my gosh, girl, that's so cute. I love it. You know, stuff like that. Not necessarily business related, or like that you're a Scentsy consultant too. Just be their hype girl, right? Just let them know that you're there and you got their back. Also, do not jump in and answer questions for them if they have a customer commenting on their post. Do not jump in and answer questions. Because that's just tacky. Just don't do it. So let's see. So like, okay. I know I'm random and all over the place, because that's just how I function, and that's my life. That I'm random and I bounce all over the place. But anyways, make connections with your downline. And what I mean by like that is, you know, ask them about their kids and what's going on in their life, and, you know, how their mama is and stuff like that. You want to, again, create this sticky culture, because sticky culture makes people want to stay. Because if you're my friend, I want to hang out with you and I want to be around you and all the things, right? So we want to be sticky. And sticky culture, then people want to stay and they want to do better for themselves, which in turn helps you out. I mean, you know, that's the thing, is they're doing all these great things. We should be like patting them on the back, like, hey, if they're successful, we're successful. So we absolutely 1000% want our downline to be successful. So I think, okay, well, I'm not doing too bad on time because, you know, I talk fast and all the things. I'm looking at comments now. Nobody has said anything yet other than hi. Hi, guys. I love you guys. Hi, beautiful. Oh, I love that. I did put makeup on for you guys. You're welcome. Because, you know, it would have been scary if I didn't. Anyways, so kind of what I want to like sum this up with. I know this has been kind of brief because I thought it was going to be really windy and talk a lot, but maybe I did talk a lot, but it was just fast. But anyways, I want to kind of wrap this up with saying, be positive. I don't allow negativity in my group. So like in our chat, if I kind of see things kind of going, I automatically step right in and I start bringing things back up. Because negativity will get you nowhere, and negative energy feeds off of more negative energy, right? And so if you allow that type of thing to go on in your group or in your team, it is just going to like snowball and it's ugly and you don't want that. So, I always, and kind of a way that I just like segue whenever someone's like, and I'm totally not calling anyone out and I don't think they're on here anyways. So, but like one comment was whenever they announced that the club boxes were going to go from purple crinkle paper to brown. And there was they were in my chat, they were starting to, oh my gosh, no more purple paper. And I'm like, oh, but hold up, guys. They're not raising the price. Silver lining. So you just always have to like find that silver lining and start bringing them back up. And it automatically changed from the negative downcline that was getting ready to happen to you're right, you know? So you just have to see that silver lining because, I don't care how bad it is. You guys didn't live through Tinselgate or even before Tinselgate in Cincyland, which was crazy and people were ugly and not nice. And Cincy is an amazing company and we are so lucky to be a part of it. And, you know, like, Cincy is like it's still kind of like a baby company, right? Because we've been around, what, 16 years, something like that. And so we're not even like old yet. So there's only so much, like, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and better and better. And everybody's going to want to be a part of it. And so just spread the love, spread the positivity and keep it moving. And I just am so thankful that you guys are all here and you have made it this far because, oh my gosh, the stuff you guys have had to do in this process, right? Like right now, every one of you do this. Put your hand up, lean over and pat yourselves on the back because for Pete's sake, you deserve it. You've done so much stuff. You guys have blown this out of the water and I'm just like in awe of you guys. Because, you know, I've been there in your shoes, like where you are now and where you're, and I'm here for where you're going. And it's just like, you guys are awesome. And, I hope you guys see your potential. Like, oh my gosh, you guys are making me misty. Because your all's potential for getting this far is phenomenal. And I am so proud of you guys. Oh gosh, stop it. Oh, whew. I'm so proud of you guys. Like, you guys deserve the best and you're going to do it. Like, if you've made it this far, you can go all the way. Because it's been a blessing to me and my life and all of the amazing people that I've met through Cincy. I don't know anyone in Cincy that doesn't feel that it's a blessing or has it been a blessing to their family. And just the friendships and all of the amazing things that have come from this truly has made me a better person because I would never say that I was the nicest person in the room, because I wasn't. I would never say that I was ever a leader, because I wasn't. But I really feel like the things that I've been through in my Scentsy journey have made me into a much better person, and a much better leader for sure. Because at the end of the day, I always, in the back of my mind, think, what would Heidi and Orville do? Would they agree with this, and would they be proud of me? And I know a lot of you guys have never met Heidi and Orville. I have been blessed to have met them. And you guys will all get to be blessed to meet them whenever they come back. But they're truly amazing people, and they want nothing but the best for all of us. It doesn't matter if you're an essential consultant or a superstar director, they want you to put your best foot forward and always be kind and generous and authentic and all of the things, right? And so just go out there and just be the best person and be the best leader that you possibly can. And remember, you can screw up. It's okay, because you can fix it later. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't do anything out of a compliance, and don't post any Disney stuff that's not in compliance, because they don't like that. It's not nice. And so you just don't want you don't want those compliance people coming after you. But I'm just saying, like, as a leader, like, if you don't send out those cards that month, it's okay. Like, no one's going to hate you forever. Like, just next month, throw an extra sticker in their envelope, for Pete's sake, because stickers make everything better. That's all I've got, you guys. You guys have made me, like, want to cry and all of the things, because that's what Scentsy does. Like, it gives me all these amazing emotions, and I just love you guys. And I'm so thankful that you're all here, and I'm so thankful that you guys are all part of my life, because my life is truly better because of all of you. So I love you guys. Bye.